I'm Aernath, and this is my video guide focusing on the solo fight part of the Orgrimmar Horrific Vision with Oblivion Elemental on the left side's mini-boss and Inquisitor Gnshal or something as the second side boss, and with Thrall as the last boss as usual. The main aim for this guide is getting through ranks to 5 and with side bosses in the corrupted zones from 5 to 6, but for 7 to 8 you need 2 of them, 2 of the side bosses. Remember that Thrall is not a must for the quest for these ranks, but if you can kill him too, you get extra corrupted mementos. And I have to remind you, this method is for low geared solo players with 420 to 440 item level gear and with low Titan Research archive talents. So keep that in mind. This is not a challenge guide or anything. This is the safe mode guide. So you will get your ranks easy and in guaranteed way while doing this. So let's go to the guide with videos. I will just show you my bad attempts with the failures and bad movements to give you an idea about how easy it is. First, I will show you how it happened with my warlock. Let's rewind it here, and it was rank 6 to 7, and I would get the second page from that. Let's start it with some fast forward. Here, as usual, like the previous ranks, I went from left side, clear 2 groups at the same time. You can easily do 2 groups after your cloak is rank 5. I will fast forward these parts, so I will just tell about the fights. Most important thing is just focus on shaman here. When there's a shaman in the group, just focus on killing the shaman fast, otherwise he will summon this totem and this totem will pull you to itself. Going through this side, and I have second thoughts about killing the guards, but first these groups. Now I'm focusing on shaman as I should. Fast forward, killing. Not fast enough, so the totem comes back again. Don't do that. Just focus on shaman with everything you have. I also ate a stun from the shield bearer. Just watch their shockwave. And now the side part. See, madness is desynchronized here, but when I pass to the second zone, it will change. Now it's entomophobia. And when you get this, you will have a debuff, and you have to jump to dispel it. You will see it with these side thingies on your eye. You are bugged somewhat, and when you jump, they fall off like that. Now I kill this group. You can pull this group to mini boss, by the way, but I had almost 50% sanity, so I played safe here. I put down a sanity orb here, and keep in mind that you can use sanity orb when out of combat, but after it's out, you can start attacking mobs. Important mechanic is you have to run out of its charge, and when he uses the orb thing, it acts like a boomerang. It goes forward and comes back, so stay out of its way, and that's all. Then just keep DPSing. Also jump to dispel entomophobia, stay out of the boomerang, and it's dead. Now the second part. Let's fast forward here. Our aim is here to dispel these totems by destroying them. So kill the mobs, dispel totems. Second group, again kill the mobs. Fast forwarding here, jumping and dispelling. And now the totem. You can skip these groups. You can do this group. It's easier. This group takes a bit more time with the big guy, with the breaker, but I went there anyways. I will show you my Demon Hunter version of this too. I go from this side, it's a lot easier that way. Another fast forward here, so now there's a shaman in this group, and again I'm ignoring that. Big mistake, and it will put up a totem. Trying to kill shaman, but not fast enough, and totem is down. Just keep shaman in mind. Don't do what I do. This is a big failure. You will lose time and sanity. Okay, killing him. And see, I'm losing sanity before the boss here because I played bad. Now putting down an orb, restoring sanity, and dispelling the totem, destroying. Now the last group. When we destroy the totem here, the boss unlocks. So you can kill these groups together. This group doesn't have a shaman, so if you have a good AoE attack with a good geared character like 440, you can do this. I'm dispelling the last totem here, killing the group. Let's fast forward. They're dead. Big guys now. Again, fast forward here, killing them. And now we are at the last boss, Oblivion Elemental. This boss has two important attacks: the wave thing that stuns you, and the orb you have to run to dispel your sanity. I mean silence. Sorry. Now you see these waves. Watch out for these waves. They will stun you. You will see now. See, they will stun you and make you lose sanity. So don't do what I do there. Just be safe when running to orb. And when you're silenced, run to the orb. Watch out for the waves. And he's dead. Now, for ranks after 6, I guess. Yeah, 6. You need 2 pages. So this is the safe mode of that run. You can do one side boss, then Thrall for getting more Corrupted Mementos. But I will show you with my Demon Hunter. You can also do 2 side bosses instead. If you play safe, you can easily do 2 side bosses. This left side I just did is a lot easier, so you can do the right one and then go to the left one. Discards, watch out for the break spirit, don't stand in front of it as usual, they're same. Also this horrifying shout, you have to interrupt. I didn't, so I got feared and got hit. Don't do these. But I have one more orb before Thrall, so I just played noob. I put down an orb here, restoring my sanity and getting a chest meanwhile. Okay, now full sanity and going to Thrall. Let's fast forward here. Ah, by the way, there are these potions around and they don't all give good buffs, so if you don't know what you're doing with these, don't use them, especially if you're low on sanity. This was safe, but I don't recommend it. There are articles about it in Wowhead, so you can check that up for upper ranks. But for these ranks, just ignore those. You see, by the way, I ate the Seismic Slam from Thrall. The important thing is, when you kill a side boss, Thrall will get one of their abilities. So in this one, he will get the Silencing Orb thing. You will see it now. The usual skill here, just stay out of the ground stuff and don't stand in front of him when he does that seismic thingy. Now this hopelessness orb comes from the side boss and you have to run to it to dispel your silence. Again, out of the ground stuff, don't stand in front of him. Another hopelessness orb coming and it goes to a very bad place and I ate a stun. Now dispelled it. It's dying anyways. And it's done. Now, remember, again, this was the safe run mode, one side boss and Thrall. Now I will show you the two side boss run with my Demon Hunter. Let's rewind this to starts here. Now I go to the right side now for the Inquisitor Gnshal thingy. That part is harder, by the way, compared to the elemental boss. So with Demon Hunter I'm going a bit faster here, I guess, pulling a lot more groups. You don't have to pull these side groups, but every mob you kill gives you Corrupted Mementos. So if you can, deal with these, just clean them. Especially if there are not special mobs like the Shaman. It's easy to deal with. Like that. Watch out for the shockwave. Don't get stunned. And here now we start the right side. As you see, the debuff changes to entomophobia. Focus on the appendage in this group. Fast forwarding here. And now the first mini boss. This guy is quite annoying, by the way. Just watch the ground stuff when he does this Orb of Annihilation. Watch out for that. You can easily see the ground thing to stay away from. And this Dark Force is uninterruptible, is immune to stun. So just stay close to him, otherwise he will push you to dangerous zones, like I will do it now, I guess. Yeah. I mess up here, as you see, and run into an orb. Don't do that. Play safe. See, this Dark Force does not reduce your sanity, but it just adds a slow dot, and the annoying part is it pushes you back. So don't be afraid of that. Just watch out for the orb on the ground. After that you will talk to Garona, like I did here, and start the event. Like the totem thing, you have to clear these barricades in front of the buildings. I put down an orb here. Kill these guys. By the way, don't do what I do here. Focus on the Dominator. Like Shaman. That's the annoying one here. See, I got stunned for no reason. If I had focused on him, this group would be easier. But I mess up there. Because I tried to stay in the orb. Anyways. Clearing the barricade. And then the next group. Focus on appendage on this group. There are no other annoying special mobs here. Again, don't do what I do and just focus on the appendage. I kill it last. Jumping and dispelling entomophobia. And now there's a mini boss here. Not a mini boss, but like a stronger mob. Snank or something. Just kill him. He does not have an extra special thingy. Just a bigger mob with more HP. Okay, now again removing barricades and last group before the boss. Again, focus on Dominator. Now I do the right thing. Don't miss interrupts, by the way. And eventually he will die. Now last two barricades. These are clean. No extra mobs here. Some roleplay will happen and then the boss will unlock. Now the roleplay part and putting down an orb. I could have easily do this boss without using an orb, by the way, just to give you an idea. If I could have killed this boss without using an orb, I could say that for Thrall, but I mess up here, and just to play it safe, I use it. Anyway, starting. So, the two attacks, again, it's not interruptible. The Void Torrent, you have to run away from it, otherwise you get hit and like you see, you get stunned, but it does not cost too much sanity. The bubble thing, you see here, let's show that. Yeah, Cries of the Void. This bubble goes off when you damage it. If you don't, that one makes you lose big sanity. But it's easier to remove, so don't panic. Also, don't eat that. Just try to run away from it as much as you can. But save your cooldowns for this bubble. It's removed and he's dead. And at this part, I missed the totem here. Let me tell you that this totem, you see here, makes you return to the entrance of the instance. If you use this, you go start of Orgrimmar, and it's a lot easier to reach Thrall, but I mess up here because there's a chest here and I totally forget about that, and after getting the chest I just ride back the long way. It has a nice effect too, by the way. On the next ranks I will show you that. Now I run to other mini boss. I've shown you this with my warlock. Now I will go suicidal here because I just have one orb and one part is done anyways. But I guess I mess up here and forget a shaman there. Yeah. And return to him and eat all the charges. Surging fists. You have to run away from that. Also keep jumping and dispelling entomophobia. Run away from the boomerang too. Just if you're melee, just keep moving and it becomes easier. Like this, you can avoid the charge and you can also avoid this boomerang, but I mess up. Anyways, he's dead. And running to the other side. I lost a lot of sanity, of course, because I played bad. Don't do that. I'm showing you the bad mistakes there. Don't do those mistakes. Now putting down my last orb. Let's fast forward here. Like I showed, I'm pulling the right side as I mentioned before, but I forgot to dispel this totem there, so I have to deal it with after this group. Killing them, fast forward, and I went back to the totem because they unlock by in rank, I guess. They're connected to each other. So I'm going to the next group now. Focus on shaman like I should. Killing it fast so no totem comes up. This is the correct way to deal with shaman groups, by the way. Killing the totem. And this is how fast you can do it. I'm S-pulling the big guy here and they're coming. So keep that in mind. If you want to play safe, just watch out for your extra pulls. This was a mistake pull, but actually it made the run faster. So maybe you want to pull more groups, if you're geared, of course. Otherwise, just play it safe. Don't risk it. And now the last totem. And now the second side was. Like I've shown with the Warlock, same things goes here. The waves, stunning waves, and the silencing hopelessness. Just round the orb. Watch out for the waves. Just play it safe. Patience. See, I didn't do what I did with the Warlock. Just played it safe. And second mini boss dies here too. Now, if I wanted to, I could go to Thrall here, but I have less than 30% sanity, so I just try to go out and bid my time for it to end. So let's fast forward here. Sanity goes down slowly. You saw that it could be doable. It could be 2 mini bosses and Thrall if I could play a little more safer, maybe, while knowing the tactics. I'm showing you my mistakes so you don't do that. And if you're geared enough, you can easily do 2 side bosses and Thrall and get as much Corrupted Mementos as you can. And it's over. Let's fast forward. 2 big side chests. See, I'm getting 2 pages in one run, and this could be big too if I could go to Thrall. Okay, upgrading the Cloak from 7 to 8 on this run. mouse over and pause. Yeah, as you see, that's how you deal with these ranks in a safe mode. So if you don't want to go too risky, or you have to do it in solo with low gear, so you can watch this, do these tactics and be safe and get your ranks. Oh, that's all. Good luck and bye.